Hidden away in the sparkling waters of the Venetian lagoon lies an island so feared, so shrouded in death and mystery, that locals still whisper its name with dread: Poveglia. This is not just another ghost story. This is Italy's real-life forbidden island, one the government refuses to open to the public. But why? Today we journey into the shadows of Poveglia Island, a place plagued by centuries of horror, tragedy, and unspeakable suffering. Is it truly haunted, or is the truth even more terrifying? The story of Poveglia begins in the year 421 AD. Back then, it was nothing more than a small, peaceful refuge for people fleeing barbarian invasions on the mainland. For centuries, it thrived as a modest fishing village. But even in those early years, something about this island felt off. That peace shattered in 1348 when the Black Death, one of the most devastating pandemics in human history, swept through Europe. As the plague devoured Venice, authorities turned to Poveglia and made a chilling decision. They began ferrying the sick and dying to the island. Thousands of bodies were burned in mass graves, some still alive when they arrived. The island, once a place of refuge, became a necropolis, a place of death. Some say over 100,000 people perished here. The soil is so rich in human ash that it makes up nearly 50% of the island's landmass. This wasn't the first time Poveglia would be used as a dumping ground for the unwanted, and it wouldn't be the last. Fast forward to the early 20th century. In 1922, a psychiatric hospital was established on the island, but what was meant to be a place of healing quickly descended into madness. This was an era when mental health was poorly understood and often brutally mistreated. Patients were reportedly subjected to horrific procedures, experimental surgeries, lobotomies without anesthesia. Screams echoed through the marble halls day and night. According to legend, the hospital's head doctor began experimenting on patients in secret, convinced he could cure insanity. But over time, he himself descended into madness, tormented by ghostly whispers and shadows that followed him. He eventually threw himself, or was thrown, from the top of the island's iconic bell tower. Some say he survived the fall, only to be strangled by a dark mist that emerged from the ground. His body was never recovered. Since then, Poveglia has been known by many names: the Island of Madness, the Gateway to Hell, the most haunted place in the world. Even the fishermen did not sail too close. The water there, it's cursed. People hear screams at night, bells that ring even though the tower has no bell anymore. Paranormal investigators who've dared to explore the island report strange occurrences: shadowy figures, disembodied voices, sudden drops in temperature, even physical attacks. Devices malfunction. Batteries drain instantly. One group fled in terror after capturing what appeared to be a human scream on tape, with no one else around. Skeptics dismiss these tales as superstition, but what they can't explain is why the Italian government refuses to reopen the island, even for tourism. Officially, Poveglia is off limits. The government claims it's unsafe due to collapsing buildings and unstable ground. But consider this: Venice, a city built on water, manages to maintain thousand-year-old cathedrals. So why let this one rot in silence? Some believe the truth is darker, that the island itself is a wound in reality, a place soaked in too much death to ever be cleansed, that opening it would risk unleashing something we do not understand. Whether or not you believe in ghosts, the psychological weight of Poveglia's history is undeniable. People suffered there, were buried there, were forgotten there. That energy lingers. In 2014, the Italian government attempted to auction Poveglia. A businessman named Luigi Bergnero, who would later become the mayor of Venice, won the bid. His plan: turn the island into a luxury hotel. But things didn't go as planned. Bureaucratic red tape stalled the project. The restoration never began. And soon, Bergnero abandoned the idea altogether. Locals say the island rejected him. To this day, the island remains empty, unclaimed, undisturbed, as though the dead refused to be forgotten. So what are we left with? A remote island with a gruesome past, a long history of suffering, disease and madness, countless legends, and a government that won't let anyone near it. Haunting or not, Poveglia forces us to confront something real: the cost of ignoring human suffering, the shadows we leave behind when we treat people as disposable. That alone might be the scariest part of all. Poveglia Island remains closed. Its buildings rot, its dead sleep restlessly, and the waters around it grow still, as if holding their breath. Perhaps someday, someone will uncover its full truth. Until then, it waits. Would you dare set foot on Poveglia? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more stories from the world's darkest corners.